Eddie Kingston came out and did a wonderful promo, as he often does. He's taken Lance Archer's spot against Moxley tonight for the title. He did a great promo. Moxley came out and actually moved and got there. He didn't take 5 minutes to come through the arena. He came through the arena, but he got there quick, and they did the face-to-face. So I was actually pretty much looking more forward to seeing that now than I would have what they originally had, because I figured they didn't have time to come up with some goofy finish to fuck it all up, which I was right. Any thoughts on Eddie's promo?
Eddie is a great promo. He's just a fantastic promo. I did get a kick out of the fact that Moxley came out of that side door again once his music hit, and then later on he came from the other side of the building. I'm waiting for him just to pop up out of a trash can.
Don't give him any idea.
I watched Sesame Street the other day with my daughter. That's where I got the idea. Thinking Moxley should just pop up out of a trash can, Oscar the Grouch style. But when he walked through that side door, I just started laughing. At this point, it's just silly. He does promos in front of fences. He comes through every possible entrance other than the entrance. 2 different ones on this episode. Where was he in between those segments? Where did he go? What does he do?
Wait a minute, don't spoil anything. We haven't got to the other one later on.
I want them to put a camera crew on him for a little documentary. A day in the life of Jon Moxley, only at the TV tapings. Where does he go? What does he do? What does he spend his time doing while the matches are happening? I want to know. The people want to know.
He comes from a long line of chain link fence repairmen. So he's checking out all those chain link fences. And then finally, the main event, and I'll let you chime in on this one at this point, for the AEW title. Eddie Kingston, probably the first major world title, if you can call it that, shot that he's had in his 18-year career against our friend Stone Cold Jon Moxley. And Moxley, this already came to the ring once through the arena, and at least he did it quick for the face-to-face, but he had to come back through the entire arena again.
The other side this time.
The other side, at least. He's moving around. He wants to be a moving target. What did you think?
Is he tailgating in the parking lot? Like,
I
where
don't know what
does he go in between the segments?
Because it's cool. It's cool when somebody does that. It makes them an outsider. It makes them different. They don't play well with others. They have a loner lifestyle.
Does he wait by the door for someone to hit his music? Or does someone track where he is, and as soon as he's getting ready to kick through the door from the side of the arena, do they play his music?
I think he just stands there and waits on it.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Everyone knows it's Moxley. That's me. All right, what did you think of this match at first? Give me your thoughts.
Not very much. I'm not a fan of Moxley in the ring. Not a fan of Moxley in the ring at all. So I didn't really think much of it.
Well, that's where I knew you were going to go. Because you know what? And this is faint praise, but this was a good match for Moxley. In my opinion, because, hear me out on this, since they didn't do what they couldn't do we talked about every match, Moxley ends up on the floor, he's rattling furniture around, he's ignoring the referee, whether it's a no DQ or not, he has to do the garbage, hardcore stuff on the outside. There's got to be some bump off of a high fucking precipice, whatever the fuck, right? It tends toward garbage matches, even when he doesn't have to do them. So now they don't mean anything because that's all he does. Now would have been the perfect time to have given people kind of a hardcore match, not the stupid shit with the furniture, but it's both guys' style to be brawlers, to be fighters. It's a substitution. So it was supposed to be Archer, but it's Kingston. So maybe you open up and give them a little more there. This would have been the rule of thumb to give people a brawl. But they couldn't really, since Moxley's done it in every match he's had so far, so it means nothing. But this would have been the place for him to do it, but having to rely most on just being man-to-man in the ring and hitting hard, I thought, except for the time they went to the floor and Moxley got thrown through the fucking timekeeper's table or whatever, the heavy chops, the strikes, the grappling, the decent hard-hitting stuff, they didn't bring furniture in the ring for once. It was just two guys fighting. I'm not a fan of Moxley. I think the Kingston style works for him, but this was a fairly decent fucking Moxley match. I wasn't a fan late in the match when they let each other do the trading way. Yeah, you hit me and then I'll hit you on purpose and stand there and wait on it. But finally, basically, boom, 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 some back and forth, and Moxley gets a choke and chokes him out. A touch flat. I wouldn't have beat Kingston that flat under these, circumstances, but it wasn't stupid. So it got points with me that Moxley's matches don't usually get because they didn't do anything stupid till afterwards. That's why I didn't mind it as much.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. I
feel free to tell me to go fuck myself with a rusty fishing knife.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
What are you, some kind of tough guy? But okay, here's the thing. Immediately after the chokeout, here comes Felix and Penta 3-2-1 blast off. And they get heat on Moxley. But then here comes Will Hobbs, and he makes a save, even though one of the heels forgot to feed him. I think it was Felix, forgot to feed him. Then the heels take over again. Then Darby Allin hits out of nowhere with the skateboard gut shots. Then Ricky Starks spears Darby Allin, and they get more heel heat. And nobody tries to fucking help. No referees, no security, no agents, no nada. It's just they've got to go off the show with bad guys beating up good guys, suppose. So it's the same. And that was that show.
Yes, it was. I like Ricky Starks. I want to see Ricky Starks versus Darby Allin. I've been looking forward to that match for a while.
If they ever get to it before I zone out on the whole fucking thing, that would be just brilliant.
But again, another ridiculous. Darby Allin's coming in there to help make the save. His music plays for like 15 seconds because there's not that much of a distance between the walkway and the ring. So it plays so everyone can turn around and see these coming. And then they shut off the music and he goes in there.
Well, and also gut shots with skateboard, gut shots with folding chair. If you got something like that in your hand, hit the motherfucker over the head with it. If not, don't bring it because it's stupid. Anyway, any closing thoughts before we go to a palate cleansing discussion on Road Warrior Animal and a little watch along here?
No. I'll give you the ratings real quick.
Okay, let's see what happened.
Hold on, I accidentally closed them. Let me go back to the ratings. The ratings for this week's Wednesday Night War. NXT, 696. AEW, 835. So
about 150,000, same difference as last week. Thereabouts.
That's right.
Rough numbers. It's the same thing it's going to be. Ain't nobody new. Ain't nobody new gonna watch this. Ain't nobody new gonna watch this because it's stupid. So that's where we're stuck. It's and when they're unopposed, then the 200,000 floaters float around. I don't know what else needs to prove this. And we made the point also, and I will say again, listen to the Drive-Thru for the Ring of Honor review this coming week also, and listen to the one we just did. They've come to the realization in a pandemic, they don't have to sell tickets, and the ratings are going to be what the ratings are going to be, so they are actually starting to re-educate their audience to a more athletic form of wrestling so that it will mean things when they filter in the entertainment again in the future. When somebody cheats or somebody trash talks, somebody is whatever, it'll mean something because it'll be different, it'll stand out, and it'll be made an issue out of. Whereas these other guys with the same audience every week are just, everybody is just going out of their minds, bashing each other, running over each other with goddamn tanks and cars and motorcycles and whatever the fuck. And by the time they can sell any tickets again, they won't be able to do anything people haven't seen. It's insane.